Championships. This is session 2, where again, there's 6 teams competing in this session and only 3 teams will advance to the Super 6 tomorrow night. There's 3 Pac-12 schools in this afternoon session. We already know that UCLA clinched their spot in the Super 6 finals tomorrow night. They did that in the earlier session, and 3 of the 4 events, the top #1 spot is from a UCLA Bruin. Of course, Cairo Leonard Baker was in that session and performed solid on all 4 events. This session, we have Utah behind me on floor. We have Cal currently warming up on beam, and Washington is on a bye. And we cannot forget Stanford's legendary Elizabeth Price. She just won the AAI award, and she is going to be one to watch in tonight's competition. So let's check out their warm-up. Even though you're seeing Utah warm up on floor right now, this is actually their last warm-up event, but they're going to be starting on vault today. Utah has a long history of success, not only in the regular season, but in the postseason. Utah is the only school to qualify to all 37 NCAA Gymnastics Championships, and they've qualified to the Super 6 20 times. So they're hoping to make that 21 here tonight. Of course, every team here in this competition wants to become the national champions tomorrow night in the Super 6 competition. But only 6 teams have won the NCAA title in the 36 years of the championships. Georgia has won it 10 times, and Utah, this team right here, has won it 9 times already. UCLA has won it 6 times. Alabama has also won 6 times. Florida has won 3, and Oklahoma, the reigning national champions, have also won 3. Oklahoma is coming in as the favorite, but Utah has been finished second, has been ranked top 4 all season long. We're watching McKenna Merrill Giles do her warm-up dance through right now, and she has had one breakout of a season this year. She was the Pac-12 vault champion, the 2018 regular season All-American, and she was the only gymnast on the Utah team to score 2 10s this year. One of them was on vault, and one of them was on this event right here, floor. Another hot shot on this Utah team, and someone that I'm sure you will not forget her name, Michaela Skinner. She's the defending co-champion on floor and the runner-up in the all-around at the NCAA's last year as a freshman. And I know she's coming out here and she wants to perform even better than she did last year. We talk about the individuals that qualified for the Pac-12, and in this session, Elizabeth Price, competing for Stanford, is here, and she's actually in a rotation with Utah. So again, we have the Pac-12s grouped together, which is really nice to have that Pac-12 family rooting for each other. See Michaela Skinner there getting ready for her dance through, and she's gonna actually be last in the lineup on all 4 events. She was the only gymnast to make the 2018 All Pac-12 first team on all 4 events and the all-around. And let's go check out California on beam. This is their last warm-up rotations. This is what they're going to end their competition on. And sometimes it's tricky to end on beam, but other times it can be comforting to have 3 of these events under your belt before heading to kind of a nerve-wracking event, the balance beam. they're starting on a bye before floor, so they actually have some time before their competition starts. They're returning to this national championship competition for the second time in 3 seasons, looking to clinch their first Super 6 berth in school history. They, obviously, if you were following Pac-12 gymnastics, had a little bit of a rocky start to the season, and a lot of people didn't think that they would even make it this far, but talking to head coach Liz Crandall-Howell, she knows their potential, and she says it's kind of a badge of honor that we went through that rough patch and now we've found our confidence. See head coach Liz Crandall-Howell with her hands on the hip behind the beam. I'd like to say she's whipped these girls into shape. They believe in each other, they believe in themselves, and she said the key for them to perform well is to be aggressive. To be aggressive and to play like they have nothing to lose. When I asked her what the key was, who is the heart of this team to really make a change, and she said that has to be Toni Ann Williams. When she is loose and having fun and really letting her personality shine, it opens the door, and it's really contagious for the rest of the team to feel comfortable, especially competing on this podium. Toni Ann Williams, of course, she missed the 2016 Team NCAA California experience here due to training for the Olympics because, well, she was the first gymnast to qualify from Jamaica, which was, you know, kind of cool that they have an Olympian on our team. But she's coming in here to this competition as a hot shot, not only on all 4 events, but also in the all-around. She sits in 11th place, and her highest individual ranking at the moment is on floor. She's ranked 7th. She went to NCAAs as an individual her freshman year, and she placed 20th in the all-around, which was actually the highest all-around finish for a Cal gymnast at the NCAAs in program history. So she has already broken records, and this is still her first NCAA championships, having her team by her side. Kiana George, a hotshot freshman from California, is ranked 32nd in the all-around. She's done really well this season, especially as a newcomer. This is Sophie Salnock. She is ranked 49th on beam. We mentioned Cal missing NCAA championships last year, but the year before they finished 7th in their last appearance. And I know they're wanting to build from that, and this year they have the talent and they have the confidence that it takes. But their first although they didn't make it as a team last year, Desiree Palomares, who was a senior, she actually qualified as a beam specialist. So they do have history of returning to this event, even if it's just with an individual. Liz Crandall-Howell and her husband, Justin Howell, have really changed the culture of this program and have made it really successful in the last couple of years. And the program is really known to be on a rise, and they continue to improve year after year, which is really exciting for Pac-12 gymnastics. Washington, I know we're not seeing them right now, but they're on a bye right now, and they're starting on vault, which is Olympic order, and everybody wants to start on vault. Excuse me, they're starting on floor. They're actually returning for the 2nd year in a row and only the 7th time in school history. Head coach Elise Ray said regionals was an incredibly high pressure competition, and they have a team that's relatively new to that kind of pressure and the expectation to make nationals. So she couldn't be more proud of the team's tenacity and belief in themselves, considering that the pressure they felt there. And she's hoping that since they were able to handle the pressure at the regional championships, they're going to take that confidence and take that calm composure and bring it to this national championships and the semifinals here today. The teams are now wrapping up the warm-up rotation. The meet is starting soon, so help me cheer on all the Pac-12 teams.